If you're new to the Flex Zone podcast, the official theme, red skies when things aren't going well, like the Ravens in Buffalo, choking again in the playoffs, turnovers, and a drop 2-point conversion. Oh my goodness. But down in D.C., there was a Motown two-step, the best since 1991. And of course, a divisional foe would be in the way to New Orleans and possibly a Super Bowl with the rookie phenom. It's the Flex Zone episode 474. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. The Fantastic Four is here. National championship. Don Staley gets paid. NFL coaching updates. A couple teams got their guy. AFC, NFC championship games are set. We'll look back at the divisional round. Let's get to it right here on the Flex Zone podcast.
Those haters can't stand us. Left hand.
More exciting than the inauguration of 45/47. It's the Flex Zone podcast. Only place giving you sports, fellas, how you want it.
And you need it.
Episode 474, giving you more and more and more. Your fantastic foursome is back again. Another episode. Let's get to it. Let's hop on the ambulance. We know what happened in Buffalo. Down in D.C., a team is playing and moving on. And we got a lot of other things going on in the world of sports. National championship, Don Staley, and some coaching vacancies filled. And of course, we got to look back at the divisional round. The Chiefs continue their quest for a three-peat. We'll have a rematch of both AFC and NFC championship games as we have a divisional foe going up against a divisional foe for the third time, and a rematch between, right now, possibly the top two quarterbacks in the NFL, whether you like it or not, here in Baltimore. But can't do the show alone. God's favorite host, Flex on One on all social media. TikTok is back, so the Flex On podcast on there. Super chatters, hit the bell, vote on the poll. You guys know the drill. Let's get to it. He's rocking on despite a tough Ravens loss. He knows what Red Skies is all about, but he's still bringing the meat. It's Big Raj, baby.
No bread, no water, just me.
That's one big son of a bitch!
Finish him, Daddy.
Finger licking good special. That's what I'm talking about.
Big Raj.
I'm here.
Big Raj is here. You know, when things are working, we're not going to switch him up. We've been putting this brother second for a reason, because our brother that's going last is on a streak like no other. So we're going to keep it moving. The Flex Zone Messiah, the Flex Zone Tribal Chief, the co-founder of this here podcast, Mr. Morgan State University, the Dean of Balso Hard University, still, win or loss, it is the one and only Drizzy Dre, the super producer, Mr. 25-8, the pride of the East Side, Savior Misbehavior, and Sultan of Suave, Shimmy and better than Steph Curry. What's going on, Drizzy Dre?
Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. I love you solo. Acknowledge me.
What's up, my brother?
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen? What's going on? Garante, don't get used to this, all right? We know our clothes, but your boy, like Byron was saying, your boy's on a hot streak, man, and I'm so happy for you. I feel like Raj, the disappointment, we were right there next to each other. Our time is coming. Our time is coming, but right now is your time. So the floor is yours, brother.
The floor is his. Roll out that burgundy carpet, because we're not being goofy, but he's steering the ship. He is the co-founder. He is the voice of reason. He has prayed to the heavens, and Touchdown Jesus has answered it. And his Ohio State team is about 10 minutes away from potentially a national championship. He is the hell-raising Commander JD5 jersey wearing, crown drinking, bold Cavante, baby.
Those haters can't stand us. Left hand. Commanders. We fight for RDC. Who are we?
Have you been asleep yet, my brother? How are you feeling? You're on your way. You are the last team standing in the state of Maryland and the District of Columbia in the DMV, Baltimore corridor. However far you want to take this, wherever the people want to claim or don't claim, you are the last team left standing.
Crazy. Jam. Oh,
Crazy.
jam. Yeah. Wild. Wild, crazy, unbelievable. Yeah. All of that. Like, there's no way if we'd have talked before the season started that we would be in the NFC championship with a chance to go to New Orleans. And the Ravens are not meeting us there. Like, that's crazy. Crazy. Like, I was in disbelief. I was watching the game with our good brother Shane, and just disbelief, man. Disbelief. I don't know what to say, man. I checked out both of y'all. That's how I knew it was real. Folks did 2 post games, really. Folks had to jump back in there, like, man, I ain't done, yo. I was like, damn, it's bad. And I was watching both of them. You know, the second one was just us for real, just Raj and Byron. You know, just. And another thing that's what I thought of. I was like, God damn, I know it was bad, and how it played out is, it's absolutely unbelievable. And I hated to see that. But, you know, we'll talk about it. Or at least I'll give my perspective on it.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear your perspective on it, brother, because we were celebrating all Saturday night into Sunday morning. So that's why I said, have you been asleep yet, man? I'm enjoying the ride, man. I know it's nothing we saw coming, but you deserve it, brother. We've been saying it since the run started. You deserve it, and we're happy for you. And we're going to continue that ride, hopefully, to New Orleans. But today, we did honor the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It is Martin Luther King Day. A lot of us may have been off work or not have similar duties that we do. So we are grateful for that. And we just wanted to honor Dr. Martin Luther King and just kind of go around, get everybody's thoughts. We know we got some NBA games, got the national championship, obviously coming off the NFL playoff weekend. Raj, I'll start with you. How are you feeling on this MLK Day? And I guess you can kind of go into the golden era of Donald Trump, because he did mention Martin Luther King in his speech, and he mentioned he wanted to unite everybody and help realize the King's dream.
Another MLK Day. Nothing really new. The NBA is terrible. No Washington game because of the election. Lakers were off today, so they didn't play on it either. And they're just taking a back seat. The inauguration itself, I watched most of it. It was cool. It was what I expected it to be. A love fest for Donald Trump. He signed a bunch of executive orders today.
Yo, the eagle.
What happened?
I'm laughing at the eagle.
Finger licking good special. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he signed a bunch of executive orders today. I thought one was interesting. The one where he's like, there's just 2 genders. That I thought that was hilarious.
Yes, Raj, and there's no such thing also as race, only merit. So I am no longer a black man. I am now an alien, everyone. So address me as such.
Okay, well, whatever. Yeah. Other than that, it was nicely
Turn this
done.
off, man.
It was cool to see. It's cool to see everybody in the room together, even though they didn't agree. Well, the Democrats didn't agree. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens from here. 45, 47 is back.
Not gonna do the song, man. We like the song, man.
I don't feel like doing this.
Okay.
Damn song.
Raj is not in this good mood, everyone, and we don't like this, but it is what it is. He's running hot.
I'm not even hot. I'm just totally disgusted. That's all.
He's not even excited about his boy, man. Usually that make him smile.
I mean, it came all in one
You
day.
didn't like seeing all your
National
billionaire
Championship.
boys up there? The Billionaire
You got
Boys
MLK
Club?
Day. You got everything that's going on in one day. It's like, it's not like nothing breathes anymore. It's just everything is just on one day. It's like, bro, like,
So it's like a show of AEW. No, nothing to breathe. Just back to back to back to back to back.
yeah, it's just everything's just back to back to back. So
Drizzy Dre, how you feeling, man? MLK Day, the King, and the Donald. I know. Oh, there you go, Raj. Right on cue. How you feeling,
Yeah.
Drizzy J? I
There
love
we
to hear
go.
your perspective.
I do like that part. That part I do like. I ain't gonna lie to you. That part I love because it's like that should not be happening. So Donnie, you do get that for that, but everything else is a wait and see. So we have to wait and see what happens. After these executive orders are signed. Well, they already signed, but we got to wait and see what the results of them are.
Yeah, and he told all your federal workers, get your asses from home and back in that office. You damn right. If I gotta go in, y'all gotta go in. But
Hey, he was the one that sent them home. Remember?
hey, look. But on a serious note, though, this is an insult to the dream. I'm just going flat out to say this. This is just straight up. This is straight up bullshit. This is what this is. Why would you do this to the great late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? You would have this motherfucker sitting up here on this day and put him there and inaugurate him. No, ain't no thumbs up. This thumbs down. God damn it, Apple! Don't you do this now? I ain't selling out. Sitting over here on Dr. King's day, and you put this man in office on his day out of all days. They ought to be ashamed of their damn selves. You couldn't change the date. This is insulting, man. I just don't know what to say. This is not the dream that Dr. King had. All this, I didn't sell out. I brought in BS, shucking and jiving. Look at him over there. Look at him. I don't give a damn if that's going off or not. Look, this is insulting, man. Insulting to Dr. King and his dream. Don't you ever put Dr. King and his dream in the same speech, in the same sentence as Donald J. Trump. What is this? 45, 47. Gotta hear this for another 4 years. Insulting is what this is. Absolutely insulting. And everybody ought to be ashamed of their damn selves. Every goddamn body. I know we're not supposed to be cussing on this show, but y'all just drove me there because this is just foolishness, is what this is. Just straight up foolishness.
It's the New World Order, Dre. Welcome to it.
You're right. This is the damn New World Order, unfortunately.
That might have been one of Dre's best friends, man. How you feeling, Cravante?
Stay woke, y'all. Stay woke.
42 executive orders. Can I give you the numbers? I know I like to bring my numbers in. Can I like we do? Let's get a screen up for the people. We try to have top tier production here on the Flex Zone, so the people can follow along at home. 42 executive orders, Miranda proclamations. So I think he's got as many executive orders as Jaden Daniels has touchdowns. Cravante, 115 personal actions. More than 200 executive actions, 60 minutes of press Q&A. We got to talk to the press, Cravante. He's got to be the Jerry Jones. He's got to gloat about how great he's doing. And 3 historic speeches. I don't know who graded them historic, but there you go.
Wait, so he had 3 separate speeches today?
Yeah.
Bro, he went around like a dog and pony show to each room.
Yeah, one in the morning, one in the evening, one at supper time.
Jesus Christ. My heavens. I'm disgusted.
Go Google it.
I'm disgusted, man. I knew as soon as he won, I went straight to January and I was like, yo.
Of course. Look at him. Look at him. We know what they about. We know what they about. Him, Nelly, Uncle Snoop, Uncle Tom now. But
bro, they got all the celebrities got paid on Kamala's side as well.
Don't you ever put Kamala Harris and Donald Trump in the same sentence. Now, don't you start it. That's why you at the bottom of this.
Got bread.
Now, go ahead, Cravante.
As soon as he won, I looked at January and I said, damn, the 20th is MLK Day. And I'm like, they're not going to move it. They're running it. We're going to get this day off. And I'm like, yeah, watch me. Watch me take you over.
Right? He was doing a speech. He was doing the I Have a Dream speech. I don't know if we could play it, but yeah, he was doing the speech.
No. Look at him. Look at him smiling and everything.
You are the one that have
No,
called.
no, you
So
play it.
let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York.
I'm out, y'all.
I don't even.
Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous hilltops of California. But God, we're asking you not only that.
I'll
Let
tell
freedom
y'all.
ring from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and every molehill in Mississippi, from every state, every city, every village, and every hamlet. And when we let freedom ring, we will be able to speed up that day for all of your children. Black men and white men, Protestant and Catholic, Jew and Gentile will be able to sing in the meaning of that old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank you, God Almighty. We are free at last. If you believe what the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Come on, put your hands together and give your great God, great God. You can't replace me. I'm awake, it's time to break free. I'm levitating.
That is the definition.
Listen. Y'all know me. I want to see the check. I want to see the check.
Soldier
How
Boy done
much-
showed you the check.
No. I want to see that brother's check. The brother who did the diet. I have a dream speech. That's who I want to. I want to see his check. I got to see it. I got to see it because,
Look.
bro, like this ain't. I agree with Dre. This is not what Dr. King meant. I'm positive this is not what he meant. Donald Trump and Dr. King don't have the same mindset. I don't think.
Can we play that? Oh my gosh.
I don't think.
No, don't play that again.
I don't think they have the same mindset.
No,
Oh,
And
this
I
is
can
gonna be
tell
the
you,
greatest-
it's
this is
not.
gonna be
No,
the
no,
greatest
it's
clip
not.
ever.
No, I don't. It's no. I think. No, they didn't have the same mindset. Donald Trump is the epitome of capitalism, and Dr. King was fighting against it, which is why he got assassinated in the first place.
on his holiday.
What are you looking at me like that for, Rob? Did Dr. King not? Is that the reason Dr. King got assassinated or not?
Bro, honestly, it's a dog and pony show. I don't give a shit about it. I just want to see what Donald's going to do for his policies, man. All this goofy shit that he did today, I don't approve of it. I don't like it. It is what it is, though. I did want him back in office. He's back. So let's just see what he does outside of today.
That's right. They're killing our people. They're killing 250, 300,000 American people a year. Not 100, like has been reported for 15 years. It's probably.
Can we move on
300,000.
from this, man? We spent enough time on this BS. Now we got other stuff to get to.
Oh, but you know what, though? I don't know if you could play the part where Elon did the Nazi sign.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I got you.
You might-
We'll
you might
move
get
on.
You might get copyrighted for that. I don't know.
I'll just show the picture. Dre, your girl Dawn Staley, she becomes the highest paid coach in women's college sports. Let me read the article real quick, Dre, because I do have the numbers here. On Friday, Dawn Staley received a contract extension through 2029 through 2030, highest paid coach in women's history. Annual salary of $4 million, 500,000 signing bonus, 250,000 escalator, approximate value to 25.25 million as well. She is 106-15 in the SEC, 38-0 last year, won the title, 3 championships as all. And people like Gino Auriemma making $3-4 million. So, Dre, how you feel about Dawn Staley getting her money? Well deserved for Miss Staley.
I love her. She deserves every last single penny. And as a matter of fact, look like my girl might be on her way to another championship. But with that being said, we know what's about to happen. Gino about to go get. Gino's like, oh, okay. Gino about to get paid too. So we know that he's about to get the U-Haul truck and the paperwork already in order. But as far as Dawn, like I said, well deserved. Look like she's on her way to another championship. What she's done for college basketball, what she's done for women's basketball. Come on, get this off. Get this off, man.
I'm trying to show it. Raj was trying to tell you that he was trying to show you, man, what they was doing.
We spend enough time on foolishness. No,
Go ahead, Dre.
I don't know.
Look, like I said, I'm happy for
Hey,
Dawn.
yo, he did it again.
And what she's done for women, college women's basketball.
Also, gold medal in Tokyo in 2021. Also was a coach there with the women.
And how
Okay,
she's
you can get on the
continued
screen
to how she's continued to elevate our game. I really enjoy everything that she's done, and I'm happy for it. Well deserved.
Go ahead, Cravate. Having too
listen,
much fun
man.
over here.
Listen, man, that was a lot. That was a lot.
That might have been one of our best segments ever. Regardless of how you feel, that was. If you have not been entertained, you guys better hit that damn like button. That was entertaining.
That was a lot. That was a lot, man. But Dawn Staley, what she's done for South Carolina, what she's done for women's college basketball, what she's done for women's basketball as a whole has been absolutely amazing. She deserves every penny, every dime, and some, because what she's been able to do, sending these girls to the WNBA, these girls getting education, has been absolutely amazing. I remember her back in her playing days. She used to play for the Charlotte Sting back when WNBA was first formed, and she is when you think of floor general, that's what she was as a player, and that's what she is as a head coach. Like, she's very much great at running things, and as you can see, she's doing a hell of a job running South Carolina, and yeah, absolutely deserves every dime. So big ups to Miss Dawn Staley, and hopefully she will continue, and hopefully we get more women up here that's doing it similar to what she's doing. But yeah, well deserved.
Go ahead, Big Raj.
Congrats to Dawn Staley. She's earned it, like everybody said. Highest paid coach. She's a champion. She continues to, elevate South Carolina, and she deserves it. So, congrats to her.
All right, let's keep it moving real quick. Drizzy Dre, we got some coaching updates. Looks like Ben Johnson is going to the Chicago Bears, the Bears that we thought would be good this year, but a good option, I think, for Caleb. And Mike Vrabel to the Patriots, no surprise there. And some other options still out there with the Saints, the Jets, and the Jaguars, and the Cowboys as well, Dre.
Man, I was really rooting for Eddie George. I was hoping that he would get it, but the damn Rooney Rule, they just probably had him up there, just like y'all said, a doggy pony show, man. No, but I mean, Ben Johnson, look, he had a bad game on Saturday, but really his the whole Lions offense. But we've seen coaches have bad games and then still been able to get head coaching positions. And no matter what, it seems like the Bears knew the direction they wanted to go in. I'm just kind of happy that they kind of went in this direction, because something that me and Karate have brought out several times, they've always been about defense. And for them to actually pivot to go with an offensive-minded head coach, they've got the quarterback. Now you've got the head coach who can guide this young man along. Now we'll see what they do on defense. I've heard of Dennis Allen about as the defensive coordinator. I know that earlier on PTI, Mike Wilbur said that he wanted Ron Rivera to be the defensive coordinator. So we'll see who they get. I think if they did get a DC, Ron Rivera should be it, because he played for the 85 Bears, and that would bring some historicness to it. But I think that this is honestly a good move moving forward for the Bears, because they need to pivot from their once defensive mindset, and it's time to get into the 21st century and stop living by the 85 Bears.
I'll go to Raj next. How do you feel about this hire? I know you weren't big on the Bears. You're not big on Caleb. And he's in a tough division, which I did want to also point out as well.
I mean, he's a great offensive coordinator. I think it's going to be a good matchup for him. I think this is one of the coaches that he wanted, or that he asked the Bears organization to get. So they went out and got him. They should be improved next year. I'm not sure if they'll be a playoff team or not, but offensively they should be more consistent going forward. So I think it's a good move by the Bears.
Cravante, how you feel about this hire? And also the verbal hire. Also, I think that was kind of the worst kept secret. Also, yeah, that's the WC, I guess.
Yeah, like you could put any amount of money on that because that was a surefire thing. Very familiar with the organization, familiar with the front office, and he has a Bill Belichick vibe. So it was a given, but definitely a WC. Ben Johnson. I'm not. So historically with the Bears, it is a surprising hire. But if you want to change things, that's what you got to change. You got to change in how you run the team, how you run the organization. It's been defense pretty much outside of the Matt Nagy thing. And going with a legit guy that can hone in on Caleb Williams and aid in his progress because they have weapons. We talked about that. Caleb Williams stepped into a really good situation as far as talent around him. So Ben Johnson, can really he has a lot to work with. That's terrible.
Yo, what is this, bro?
Terrible.
What movie is that even on, bro? What the world?
I don't
know. That's the Sopranos.
That's the Sopranos. Hey, yo, I can't, bro.
But we'll see how well he does with putting together a team. How well can he put together a coaching staff? Let me say not team, a coaching staff that is. He's really good friends with our assistant GM Lance Newmar, who actually just interviewed for the Raiders GM job. But him and Ben Johnson are very, very close. So I wouldn't be surprised if Lance Newmar becomes the GM. Well, not the GM because Ryan Poles is still there, but I wouldn't be surprised if Lance Newmar is there in the future. But I'm wary on how well they'll do as a team moving forward. But first year head coach, I think some of these positions, first year guys should not jump into. Retreads, that's something different. Been there, done that, but you have to be very picky about your first job because depending on your skin complexion, it could be your last job. But Ben Johnson sounds about right for the Chicago Bears. And my guy Cliff Kingsbury, who said he would not take an interview while we're still in the playoffs, looks like we're going to keep him because I thought he would go to the Bears. I thought that was the best shot, the best spot for him would be the Chicago Bears. But now that Ben Johnson's there, hopefully that means Cliff Kingsbury will hang around at least another year.
Yeah, man. Was that who the sister was? We'll scroll back.
There you go. Go follow her. You want to go follow her? Make you feel better? There you go.
I probably will.
I probably will.
Bomani doesn't like you. Doesn't like you.
Nah. Hey, man. We'll see.
Anybody y'all want to see?
It looked like he said that with a smile on his face, so I don't know.
It looks like Aaron Glenn is going to be possibly the Jets because he used to play with them, I believe.
But it's not for your quarterback to throw the pass. It's for your receiver to throw the pass, not just any receiver. The receiver that has shown us time and time again that in a league with George Pickens, it is he who has the worst judgment in the NFL. It is the one who tried to do a goddamn Pretty Ricky routine after he scored the touchdown on the reverse, and they had to get him to stop humping the ground. He threw an interception off of his back foot. You entrusted a receiver with your season on the line. What kind of big brain bullshit was that?
Okay. Anybody else I want to see get hired? Like I said, Aaron Glenn maybe to the Jets, Raj. Is that a one and done?
Gosh, the tire fire.
I mean, what's his old 8 games, 12?
I wanted Aaron Glenn to go down New Orleans, see what's up with him. Down
I understand
there.
you want to coach for your former team, but my gosh, that's a tire fire. At least we know the defense, he'll get it back up and running, but offensively, like you need to score. What are you doing?
I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. We'll keep you updated on all the coaching hires as well. Ben Johnson to the Chicago Bears, Mike Vrabel to the New England Patriots. We got a national championship game coming on right now. Cravante Bay.
What national championship?
I mean, they're trying to come back. They're trying.
Hey man.
They made
Notre Dame turned into a game.
Man, this thing is over. Stop it. Stop.
I mean,
any thoughts on
Ohio State just got in the red zone, so yeah, if they can punch it in, if they get a touchdown right here, it's a wrap. But Notre Dame was just so flat in the first half, man. They came up with that first great drive, and that was it.
Well, their quarterback doing a Donovan McNabb throwing up and stuff afterwards. At least he threw up afterwards and not in the.
He's not used to this.
LeBron's at the game. LeBron's at the game, Dre.
Yeah, I saw Goat James was there. They promoting the new Captain America, and look, la-di-da to everybody there. But no, they like I said, I mean the young boy, he you could see he was winded, but my gosh, I'm like, bro, you throwing up and whatnot afterwards? Come on, bro.
Hey man,
like they like you said, they started out hot with that good drive, 10 minutes. I was like, okay, they can keep this up, and then next thing you know, it just went downhill.
Cravante could be the start of an epic week of your life.
Hey man, listen. Ohio State, go ahead, hold on to this, get the championship, cool. And the Commanders have an opportunity, still crazy to say, have an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. This is wild.
I'd hire this kid. As my
First of all,
over.
Why? He don't even want to play basketball first. He don't even want to try playing basketball first.
Can the Wizards call him up, Raj? I mean, Dre. Can the Lakers use him? I mean,
look, he's going to be.
Look at this guy. Look at the passion. Look at the passion, man. You want him on the sideline, Raj, for Harbaugh?
That young boy.
Harbaugh don't listen to anybody, so it doesn't matter.
He can coach. Hey man, look at this guy. Look at this
young boy. Got it.
He don't even want to try playing basketball, yo. He just jumping right into. Did y'all see the guy, the one that's the referee, the kid that's a referee?
I didn't see that.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he look. They said forget it. They just going straight into job mode.
First of all, why he got this? He got his travel kit. He got his travel kit on, yo.
He can't even count to 100 yet, can he? Hey.
He said, "Damn, 100. I know I run the 2-3 zone."
I bet.
Can he coach Maryland? Can he coach Maryland?
I bet you this. He's gonna be counting 6 figures soon. That young man is gonna be counting. He's gonna be coaching somebody's collegiate program real soon. It's gonna be high school, college, and then won't surprise me if he in the pros one day. That young man is going somewhere.
And they're gonna show these clips, these old clips, and be like, "Yep, this was him." Nah, man.
I am him.
Fair enough.
Raj, any thoughts on the national championship?
The Ohio State won, so it's over. That's my thoughts.
All right. Dre, how long I got you for? I got you for just for right now?
Yeah, for another maybe about 15.
All right, let's get to the Ravens. Then we'll get to the Commanders while I got you, Dre, here. Ravens fall at the feet of Josh Allen and the Bills, 27-25. Dre, we did the post game. We know the numbers about Lamar, 3-5 now in the playoffs. 0-4 favors as favorites have now won consecutive playoff games in the Lamar Jackson era. How are you feeling after another?
I still feel. I mean,
a Ravens defeat.
I'm still feeling upset, man. I mean, all the numbers have been out there all day. They said that Lamar, 4 of the 8 starts he's had in the playoffs, he's had 2+ turnovers. He's had more than Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, who've done it in Patrick in 3 out of his 19 starts and Brady in 3 out of his 11 starts. They were saying that some more numbers with Lamar. 14 times in 94 starts in the regular season, he's done that, which is 14.8% of the time. But in the playoffs, 4 times, of course, out of 8 is 50%. I mean, it's just, I didn't even hear what Nick Wright said today, but I'll listen to that later. But I already know that's coming. Some more numbers on Lamar. The last 2 regular seasons, passing and rushing touchdowns, 74, but 22 giveaways, which is 3.36%. But in the playoffs, 3 passing and rushing touchdowns, 4 giveaways, which is 0.75%. So some, of course, bad numbers. What I do feel about Lamar, like I said yesterday, is that yesterday was a game that he needed, where I just wish he would have been able to pull it off, because everybody always talks about how Josh Allen has a playoff moment, but Lamar Jackson doesn't, and he almost had it. He started off bad, but he came back and was so disappointed that he was about to come back, and he's not the reason. He's the reason that they were put in a deficit, but he's not the reason that they lost the game, because at least he put them in position to at least tie the game. And something that Roger said came back is that the fact that they were right there, if they had just kicked the extra point. I thought going for 2 was good, but when Rod said that they should have just kicked the extra point instead of going for the 2, you see it came back to bite them in the ass later. Because stop it, y'all. Because if they had just kicked the extra point, then you wouldn't have had to go for 2. And then, of course, Andrews picking the worst time to have his worst moment in that game with a fumble and then dropping the 2-point conversion. The Ravens just beat themselves yesterday. They were winning everything. Do you realize that when they I would have on the real, I might have been the same way, bro, because that how, but when just to put them in that position to go ahead and win the football game, to lose in that manner is just so devastating and frustrating. Because the Ravens yesterday, like I said, they're driving. Do you realize they didn't even punt? Like they were moving the football. They were doing their thing. Like people talk about they were able to stop the run, but you still couldn't stop the Ravens offensively at all. So they really beat is what Raj always talks about. This team beats itself. Yes, we know about him winning multiple MVPs, and he hasn't gotten to a Super Bowl yet, but it's coming, y'all. Y'all can see that they're right there on the cusp. But the fact that they go there, Lamar has the fumble. Lamar has the interception. Andrews has the fumble. Like, they had drives, they had momentum, and then it just kept getting stopped. The only reason the Bills really won is because they had short field, they had turnovers, and then that BS defensive pass interference call, which led to another 7 points. those are the turning points of the game right there. I think that those are the things that cost the Ravens the game, but the Ravens in the end beat themselves, and I think that they're right there to me. There's some needs. I think that they could use not having Zay hurt, but they could still, to me, use another receiver, another big body receiver right there. And I think that they could still use a pass rusher as well. The secondary kind of, was able to do their thing, but I think that those are two needs they need to address in the offseason to help this team move along.
Go ahead, Raj.
All right. Said a lot yesterday. I think I stand on most of what I said. I want to say this, and it's going to sound harsh, but they're a fucking losing team. This is what this team is. They got lucky in 2012 when they won the Super Bowl. They did their thing in 2000. I give them that. They did their thing in 2000. They earned that Super Bowl. They earned it in 2012 as well. Although it was like God himself said, "You're gonna win this game. I don't give a damn what y'all do. Y'all not gonna beat yourselves. Y'all gonna find a way to win this game." After that, it is the same shit every single season. Is unexcusable at this point. They were the best team for the past 2 years. Had the best roster, best quarterback, best defense. Last year, had the best defense going into this game after week 10. They can never pull themselves together. They always find ways to lose. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't. It's cool in the regular season. It's cool to watch them in the regular season. We know they're going to win a bunch of games. They done won 78 of them since Lamar has came, and they're awesome to watch. Lamar's getting better every regular season, putting up great numbers, getting people involved, getting the city pumped up, and just doing this thing as a quarterback. And that's always great. I love it. I love going to the games. I love going to the away games. They are fantastic. But let's just be real, man. Let's just be real. When the playoffs start, he ain't the guy. He ain't it. And I don't know if that's going to change with the current regime. We're not getting rid of John Harbaugh. He's not going nowhere. Everybody wants Mark Andrews gone. He's not going nowhere. He'll be here next year. It'll be the same thing again next year. It just is what it is at this point. I've come to terms with it. I'm cool with it. Until they get themselves together and they want to continue to stop doing this foolishness, they will continue to keep losing. So it is what it is, man.
You stop it. You stop it. He's not a loser.
Can't turn the ball over on the road, especially in the playoff game. It hurts. It hurts so much more when you turn the ball over and you're on the road. Playoff games, things just heighten. 3 turnovers to none sounds like a loss. Just, looking at it. You didn't force any turnovers and you gave the ball 3 times. And one of them, the Lamar's fumble, directly led to 7 points. That can't happen. That absolutely can't happen. And granted, like Trey said, man, Lamar's the reason why you're here, but he's the reason why the deficit was a thing as well. So, what we say with quarterbacks, too much blame when they lose, too much praise when they win. But he has to know that digging yourself out of a hole is, you're supposed to do that. You put them in the hole. It's your responsibility to dig them out. And that's just, Mark Andrews, my gosh, what he had, 4 fumbles all year, or 4 fumbles in his career, something crazy, and he had 2 in that game, which is, oh my gosh, had the fumble and then the drop 2-point conversion. It's like, oh my gosh, even in the end, you still had a shot, but you're killing your own momentum with turnovers. It's not just the fact of, oh, if the Bills didn't score off the interception, you're killing your own momentum at that point. And James Harden, yo.
I told y'all, I said that's what Nick Wright's
He
going
don't
to
even
say
know
that. He's
it.
going to compare him to James Harden and Joel Embiid.
It's not fair.
I knew those were the two they're gonna say. Nick Wright has been saying time and time again, James Harden, Joel Embiid, great in the regular season. They stink in the postseason, and it's been the same thing with Lamar Jackson. As much as we love Lamar, you can't deny the fact when they have facts and stats behind it. In the playoffs, he has not performed up to his potential. Losing record in the playoffs, and then you also see stuff like yesterday. It's like, come on, bro. Y'all should have won that game easily. They should have blown out the Bills. When you really look at it, the Bills, like I said, the Ravens didn't even punt. They couldn't stop this team. It was turnovers that you said killed them. In the playoffs, those things get highlighted.
Exactly.
The minute you do that, and you have an opportunistic team like the Bills, you give them short field, of course Josh Allen is going to be able to capitalize.
You're going to do that, yeah. And you put your defense in a wild spot. You know what I'm saying, when you do that. But yeah, the turnovers can't happen. Lamar Jackson threw 4 picks all season. I think he had 4 fumbles all season. And he fumbled and threw an interception in the game. So that's can't have that. You can't have it. I said this in the Commanders post game. They pick wild times to have a bad game. This is not the Ravens. This once again, just like how last year ended. This is not the Ravens team I've seen all year. This is not the team. I don't know why the Ravens seem like turn into a pumpkin when the playoffs start. Or maybe not when the playoffs start, when it's a big matchup. When it's the Bills or the Chiefs, they seem to turn to a pumpkin. Now I don't know what it is, and I get Raj's frustration because everybody's coming back. All the usual suspects are coming back next year. So expecting something different is a little on the crazy side. So
okay. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was gonna say, and the biggest thing is the fact that Lamar's not getting any younger and kind of wasting a lot of his prime years, chasing ghosts at this point. It's like, everybody's so pumped up, everybody's so enthused, everybody's so excited. Oh my God, we got this great player, this MVP caliber player. He's going to win another one, and he's going to win another MVP in a couple of weeks. And it's just every year is the same thing. It's like we get to this point or get to a point, and then we decide to do everything we've done in the regular season in a damn playoff game. And that doesn't help that Lamar is kind of I could say he started the cause of it. He started the cause of it with the pick and the ridiculous fumble that, some people say that wasn't his fault. I'm like, bro, I get that the offense, I get that Tyler Lindenbaum threw the ball, up, but he still caught it and he still decided to put the ball on the ground. So he gets the blame for that. He's going to get the blame.
How many plays has he made, Raj, when he does that and throws a touchdown? So he know what he was doing too much. He was trying to do too much.
Yeah. I mean, but he's made that play before, y'all. What was it? The Cincinnati game? It went over. He goes down.
But I think Dre, before that, they said he had Andrews, and Andrews had another drop. Cravante and Dre, he had a drop. It was 3rd and 8. It would have been 1st and 10 at like the 10. It was like 1st and goal. So he probably scored a touchdown.
But everybody was off. I mean, you saw Derrick Henry. He threw it right to him, and it was a drop. So it's not, I mean, the whole team just just offensively just wasn't right. And Rod said it. He was like, he said, we're about to lose because this team, when they come out like that, they just don't. They're just not right. And like I said, instead of Cravante, I hear what you're saying. They're saying that when it's the playoffs, they don't seem to perform in the big moments. But at the same time, I can't say they don't know how to play these moments, because we've seen them in the regular season on the biggest games. They show up and show out every time. Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday. And I know
that's not the biggest game.
I know those games are different, but those are the type of games that prepare you for the playoffs. So why is it that you can show up in the big moments during the regular season, but you can't apply that same in the postseason? Is baffling to everybody, because they're just like, keep the same energy. If you play like that, and we've seen it, and Lamar is on his way to possibly a third MVP. It doesn't feel like anything, because we're like, dude, just close it, finish the story. And you have the skills, you have the talent, you have people rooting for you to do it. I don't honestly think that people really are trying to hate on him at this point. I think people just want him to just be who you are and stop being so tight. Like, be like Jalen Daniels. Like, this night and day. And I'm only saying that because Lamar seems to play so uptight, while you see Daniels is just cool, calm, collective, like nothing is bothering him. I think, Byron, you brought up the point where it's just like something happens, he's just like, well, okay. But
that was me who did that.
But Lamar, it seems like he starts panicking. He's playing uptight, and he doesn't come out loose. It's like, bro, just like stop forcing it. Like the fumble yesterday, Rod said, like, just get down. It's the playoffs. It's not the regular season. Just when that happened, get down. It was second down. It would have been okay to just take the sack and then just have third down at that point. But they just, I just don't know. The team is like they pressing for too much. Andrews with the fumble, he was pressing. Like, what are you doing? Like, you like Sadie McCoy was saying, you out there thinking that you about to make a extra move or something, and then he ends up fumbling. What are you doing? Do what you've been doing during the regular season. Stick to that. Be who you are. Stop trying to be extra out there, and then you'll have a different result.
Until that result comes, or if it ever comes, he's gonna be a loser. He'll be another. He's gonna be Carmelo Anthony. He'll be a Dan Marino. He'll be a Charles Barkley. He'll be a great player. He'll be a Hall of Famer, because he's already going to be a Hall of Famer. We already know that. But until that moment comes, he's going to be a loser. And if you can't get the guys around you to get on your level, then we have a problem. I mean, Mark Andrews has constantly been a terrible player in the playoffs. Terrible player in the playoffs. Likely should have been more involved. He should have been getting the ball a lot more. Rashad Bateman should have been getting the ball a lot more. Joy Taylor should have been getting the ball a lot more as well. But that's a whole different thing. But anyways,
finish him, Daddy.
No bread, no water, just me.
That's what Charlie Dixon said. But enough of that. Until they can get over themselves, they'll be losers, man. They'll be losers. And to be honest with you, I had a problem with it the last off season. I don't give a damn what the commentators say. They can say whatever at this point, because everything that they say is partially true. So it is what it is. They did take it a little bit easy on him. I did hear Nick Wright today. He wasn't as bad as he usually is. Chris Broussard threw his damn robe in a box, along with the sandwich and sody pop and all this other nonsense that he likes to bring with him. But it is what it is, man. Going to the off season, I don't have that much expectations for this team. They'll be bringing back most of the same players. Draft a bunch of players in the draft. Have a great regular season again next year. Granted, they stay healthy. And be back in the postseason again to, I don't know, probably lose. But it is what it is.
Not the player of the game.
It's being a Ravens fan, heartbreaking. And then they'll say, every year you'll hear the same people say, we're going to do it again next year. Don't worry, guys. He's going to finally do it. Bro, no. Until he does it, I'm not going to say he's going to do it. I need to see it to believe it. I'm not one of those fans that's going to be like, we're going to just hope, we're going to just manifest. No, we're not doing none of that. Them days is out the window. You got to earn it. Go out there and earn it, and stop being goofy when it matters the most. Go get it done. That's it.
This ass white boy, this bitch ass white boy, this bitch ass white boy, this bitch ass white boy.
Okay, I'm not gonna say that about Mark. I love Mark.
You love him. You want him to stay?
Wait a minute. Ernie really said that?
No, he did not say that.
I'm about to say there's no way Ernie
That
done
has been news everywhere.
So disrespectful. Oh, you know what? Man, let me say this. Some of these Ravens fans, man, because I did hear about this. They be giving my man death threats, man. Like, there's not, like, bro. I understand he dropped the football. He dropped a couple.
How Baltimore get down.
But he don't be doing that, man. That Mark Andrews has went through a lot this season. He got into a car accident, almost lost his life. Like, it's not that serious, man. Don't be doing that, man. But that's not the Raven way. That's not what we do here in Baltimore. So I get it. I understand y'all pissed off at him that he let Nas down. But it's okay, man. It is what it is. Just don't do stupid stuff like that.
Cavante, break this play down right here.
I think come off the line. Come back. Drewski is stupid, yo.
Oh, man.
I think John.
Don't play it, bro. It's got to be a copyright. Don't play it.
John Harbaugh deserves some criticism as well. And but unfortunately, like I said, he's coming back. So I feel like we're gonna have some similar problems when it comes to the arms, the hands.
At least he hit them. At least he hit them though. He was on target.
But yeah, man, it was a mixture of things why the Ravens lost. Lamar gets some blame. Andrews gets some blame. Harbaugh gets some blame. The entire offense as a whole is just out of sync. They get blamed too. But I mean, that's tough, man.
Well, let's go down to DC or up to Motown as the Washington Commanders, for the first time since 1991, return to the NFC Championship game, defeat the team they beat in the NFC Championship game to make it to the Super Bowl in 91. Cravante, what a time.
Haters can't stand us. Left hand up. Commanders.
Wow. Force 5 turnovers. We talked about it. Turnovers will do you in no matter how good you are. When you turn the ball over and you give JD 5 extra opportunities, it's going to be a long day for you.
Yeah, that's how it is. And with a defense that is not as star-studded or talented as some of the other defenses that's in the playoffs, that's what we have to do. That's the only way we're going to win. Because straight up, I don't think we have it. Defensively, because I feel like defensively we're going to give it up. We got to take the ball away. That's our only. We got to win the point differential because our defense is not. We don't have it. We don't have what Dan Quinn and Joe Witt Jr. is doing the absolute most with what they have. So we got to force turnovers. We did it in Detroit. Forced 5 of them. My man Mikey out there he went back home to Michigan. Y'all know he's a Wolverine. He went back to I think he was saying this was my city. I think that's what he was saying. He went back to the crib and showed out. We need that consistently. Marshawn Lattimore, didn't hear much of him, which is a beautiful thing. That means that means he was doing his goddamn job. I didn't see him on a bad end of many plays at all. Now, I think the end around that Williams had, I think Marshawn was supposed to be on the he's supposed to set the edge, or at least help set the edge out there, but I don't think he was anywhere to be found. But coverage wise, Marshawn Lattimore was doing what he had to do. Absolutely doing what he had to do. So we're going to need turnovers. I don't think we're going to be able to go up in Philadelphia and not force any turnovers and win, unless they're like giving the game away. But we will have to have at least 2 takeaways to win this game.
Raj, what do you think about the Commanders beating the Lions?
The Lions? Oh, I didn't expect it. I thought the Lions was going to come out and win the game. I thought the Commanders would be in the game and be hanging in there close, but I was totally wrong about that. The Commanders came out there and they played the type of football that I wish my team would play, and they got the job done. And Jaden Daniels was a monster. He did what he needed to do out there. Scary Terry caught that mean touchdown, ran past everybody for it. It was fantastic to watch. The defense, I think, had 5 turnovers. I mean, they put Detroit in a situation where they've never really been this entire season, and they put the beats on them, and they continued to hammer it on them when they needed to. And they play like a veteran team, like they've been there, like they've already done this before. And it was a beautiful thing to watch, man. It really was, like I said before on Saturday. And, I understand that going into this Eagles game, it's going to be the third time that these two teams played each other. It's 1-1. I know a lot of Eagles fans are going to say, well, the only reason you guys won is because a quarterback got hurt and all this other nonsense. As far as I'm concerned, Saquon Barkley was still out there. A.J. Brown was out there. And Devonta Smith was out there. Your weapons was out there. I get that you lost. Jalen Hurts ain't all that. He's not been playing extremely well. He's been up and down this season. So don't give me that quarterback shit. I don't want to hear that. As far as I'm concerned, I think the Commanders is going to put a hurting on the Eagles. I think they're going to go out there in Philly. It's going to be a close game, but I think the best quarterback is going to win this football game. And I think the best quarterback is Jaden Daniels out of this bunch. It just seems like he's already done this before. Like we've seen this brother. And he's like how you wait for a quarterback to get in their prime or to that elite status. It's like this dude is already there at 23 years old. Like I've never seen nobody like that before in my life. Not even Joe Flacco when he was 23 was ever at this level. Or Ben Roethlisberger when he first went to the Steelers. He was never at this level. I think that this man is poised enough. I think that he's smart enough. I think that he gets this team and runs it well enough for them to overcome anything at this point. So I told you before, I don't have any trust in the Eagles. They got by again against the Rams because of that ridiculous weather. And I just think that
told y'all the Eagles was going to win. Told y'all.
I think that luck is going to run out, man. And I think it runs out in the NFC Championship game this week in Philly. And I just think Jaden Daniels is going to be the difference maker. I think he's going to make a lot of plays. And I think he's going to create some more stars on this Washington defense. And on top of that, the smiling man, known as Magic Johnson, is going to be in the house. So you already know what comes. Like I said, you already know what comes with Magic most of the time. It's winning. So I got DC, man. I got the Commanders, man. 30 years, man. 30 plus years, man. And now you guys are back, back on top. I never thought I would see today.
Man, me neither.
But Daniel Snyder is gone, and usually when change happens for the best, it works out in that team's favor. So
I think shout out to Ben Johnson for talking trash on us last year. He called us a bunch of basketball people running the football team. Shout out to Amar Ross St. Brown talking trash about my man De'Ami Brown. Had a hell of a game. Absolutely hell of a game. We went in, we got out of there. Amazing story. However this story ends, it is an amazing run, an amazing roller coaster ride. But there are two people. I'm done with the Lions. We did what we did. We did what we had to do. The running game got to come. Onto the Eagles, the running game got to come. B. Rob, Austin Eckler, McNichols got to come. We need you. Jaden Daniels is gonna need you because we don't want to have to put this all on his back the whole game. Just keep it close in the fourth quarter. My man gonna do what he do. That's all we need. Defensively, Saquon Barkley. It's Saquon. This offense runs and goes through Saquon. Raj, I think he was alluding to it earlier. Jalen Hurts, I don't think he's all the way healthy. He looks off.
And he got hurt again, Cravante.
I think it was the knee.
Yeah, and they asked him about it. He said, I can't tell you that. So
of course not. He did the right thing. But we saw what we saw. We saw what we saw though. So him being dynamic is going to work in our favor because he's not as dynamic as he would have been. So the threat of him running means he's more of a statue than usual. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he wants to run back out there because we were the team that put the concussion on him. So I think he's gonna have second thought. Now his knee is kind of jacked up. I think he's gonna have second thoughts. With taking off. So I think he's gonna be a little bit more reserved. We may have to sell out, stop Saquon. Hey Jalen, if you beat us, so be it. If you beat us with your arm, so be it. Hats off to you. But if we force his hand, I think he'd give it up a couple times. And that's what I'm hoping for. As far as the defense, that boy Jalen Carter is a problem. Jalen Carter is a problem. Absolute problem. The Rams.
No bread, no water, just me. That's one big son of a bitch!
I saw I think the facility. I watch a lot of Chase Daniels. I watch a lot of his stuff on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. He did a breakdown of that last drive with the Rams. Third down. I'm not sure what the tight end was. I don't know if that was Higbee or not, but he came wide open. But Jalen Carter got in the backfield so fast, Matthew Stafford did not have time to see him. And if he'd have caught that pass, because I think the defender failed. So if he'd have caught that ball, he'd have walked into the end zone. But because Jalen Carter, being the monster he is, being the absolute monster he is, got in there so fast, Matthew Stafford ain't even have time. So, and also, our right guard is out. Our best lineman, Sam Cosmi, is out for ACL. So hopefully at this point, he's back at least midway, going to next year, depending on how fast the ACL, ACL could go, it could be 9 months, it could be 12 months, but our best lineman is gone. So our backup right guard is in. I think, I don't care what the play is, it need to be 4 eyes on Jalen Carter all times. 4 eyes. 4 eyes, 4 arms, hell, 4 legs. I don't care. I don't care, because he can single-handedly wreck a offense, especially one that doesn't have a dominant offensive line. So at all times, we need 2 guys on him at all times, just so Jaden Daniels can be him. But also run the ball. Let's run the ball. Don't give him opportunity to have a target. Gotta run the football. Absolutely have to run the football. So 2 guys we need to, number 1 and number 2, Saquon Barkley and Jalen Carter. Those are the 2 guys we need to keep in check. Otherwise, this ride is over. But if we get the opportunity to do that, force a turnover or 2, we go to the Super Bowl, which is still crazy to say.
Can't wait to talk about it this week, Cavante. A lot to get into, a lot of ins and outs, and it's the divisional foe. So you know them as well as they know you. So it's no tricks, it's no gimmicks. It's man on man. Who's going to be the most physical team? Who's going to make the least amount of mistakes? And who's going to be able to execute in the most crucial moments?
Yeah, man. So, So, wow. Got another preview coming this week, huh?
Yeah, man. And we have a post game on Sunday afternoon still.
Yeah. So I guess we get that
pop
popping.
to see your girl again. She might pop on through.
Hey, man. Come on. So I guess we could do a Wilder AFC Championship game. Is on.
This sounds like a plan. Y'all want to go around? Well, Cavante, your team, the Ohio State, is officially the national champions of the college football world, completing a 34-23 victory over Notre Dame. Ryan Day gets it done, Cavante. I don't know if you saw this coming after that loss to Michigan.
Oh, it had to come. This was the only way to make up for it. Ohio State and Michigan are bitter rivals, man. So taking a loss at any point is a rough one. But that's it. You had this is the only way out. This is the only way to overcome. This is the only way to make this season worth it. You had to win this. You had to win everything. You have to win everything just to make up for that loss and keep not to say his job was on the line or anything, but now you give yourself more security because you ain't beat Michigan in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then you lost to a Michigan team who one of the worst Michigan teams we've seen in a while. You know what I'm saying? This is the post Jim Harbaugh era. You ain't supposed to be losing to Michigan. JJ McCarthy went on to the draft. Aiden Hutchinson, man, what are we doing? What are we doing? And so this had to happen. That I said that right there. They got to win everything. That's the only way to overcome this season. Ryan Day, you are all right. You are all right. You won the championship. Ohio State, the championship is back in Ohio State. It's a beautiful thing. But this had to happen. This was the only way for Ohio State to feel good about this season.
Raj, how you feeling about Ohio State?
They're champions, man. They earned it. They went through the gauntlet. They came out victorious against Oregon. Once they did that, it was smooth sailing to that national championship game. And I hate to say it, but the brother / Asian dude, did a good job. Notre Dame, he nice guy, but maybe his time will come later on. But the Ohio State had it on lock, man. Even since the word go, they was gonna come out and they was gonna do what they was gonna do what they was gonna do. Even down 7-0, it didn't even matter. I mean, I knew they was gonna come back and win.
Yeah, Ohio State is national champions of the college football world in the first year of the college football playoff. I want to go around the divisional games real quick.
Oh,
Let's do it.
Sure.
What's up? What's up, Raj? Saturday, Chiefs 23-14 over the Texans, Raj. Chiefs keep fighting on for that 3-peat.
Yeah, they keep fighting. Best quarterback, best team in the league. Picked them to win the entire thing going into the off season. It looks like it might come to fruition after Sunday, so no surprise there. Even with the referees helping them. And Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark being in attendance with her. doing Illuminati signals in the booth on TV.
I picked them to win the Super Bowl before they started. I like history, so I was like, I think the 3-peat is going to happen. Especially since Patrick Mahomes is kind of nice in the playoffs, man. He's kind of nice in the playoffs. It ain't too much losing going on in the for the Chiefs. So, and Houston, it was a long shot. It was a long shot. It had to have been either the Bills or the Ravens. Like it was a collision course with the Ravens or the Bills to beat the Chiefs. But either way, I was like, I think the Chiefs would find a way to win, and I think they're going to 3-peat, which would be unfortunate if the Commanders go. Very unfortunate, but
yeah. No, it'd be a nice learning experience. Sure. It'd be a really nice learning experience if Jaden gets his rookie year. But even better if they beat him, because then there's no way that you can't say he's the number one quarterback because he didn't beat the number one quarterback.
Yeah, he'll be the best quarterback of all time.
As a rookie, it'd be crazy.
He's a rookie, bro.
It would be the Madden rookie year in career mode, right? It's like a career mode in Madden, right?
He'll be a 99 overall.
He'd be career mode.
He would have to be like when the players vote for the top 100. Jada would have to be top 3.
No, he'd be number 1.
But if he wins it all, he got to be number 1.
He'd be number 1. When Lamar gets the MVP, he gets the Super Bowl MVP. Let's see what I did there. Something that he's been chasing for 7 years and can't even seem to sniff a damn Super Bowl. But I digress.
Eagles and Rams, guys. Cravante, our boy Jared Verse showed out, but yeah.
Oh man, he's good. He's really good, man. Him and Mikey, on our team, our defensive back from Michigan, have showed out defensively, as rookies. I don't know who's gonna win Rookie of the Year. It's probably gonna be Verse, but they got a guy, and we thought. Well, let me not speak for everybody. I speak for myself. I thought post Aaron Donald was gonna be rough for the Rams defense, but they found a way to fill his shoes. Not with one person, but multiple, because Aaron Donald's a big guy, literally and figuratively, like in his shoes and stuff. So, the Rams had a shot, man. But similar to Notre Dame, started off slow. It took them a while to get acclimated to the game. The weather was a thing. It wasn't snowing at the beginning of the game, but then it started heavy snowing. Wind, Matthew Stafford's not as young as he used to be. So, it was the elements had something to do with it. But like I said, that boy Saquon Barkley and Jalen Carter put their names on this game. So, I thought the Rams was going to upset, and they had an opportunity, but Eagles held on. Eagles made a couple plays more than the Rams.
Right.
Yeah, I thought the Eagles was gonna lose this game. I picked the Rams to win, and it probably would have went that way if if the elements didn't come as fast as it did, and Saquon started getting going, and then snow, and then Jalen Carter was a beast. Like, it was a lot of things that happened in that game that, the turnovers as well with the Rams and at the wrong spot at the wrong times. A lot of things happened that didn't go in their favor. It is what it is. They played hard. They fought hard. They'll be back next season. Defense is is fantastic. Already got the weapons in place. They're gonna be all right. They're gonna be good. The Eagles pulled it out.
Jersey Durant got you back. Oh, go ahead, Granda.
I was about to say for the Eagles, Kenyon Mitchell got hurt in this game. I'm not sure if he's gonna play this Sunday. I think he had a shoulder. I think he fell awkwardly, like he was favoring the shoulder. So I'm not sure if he'll play next week. So, and things kind of got a little bit easier for the Eagles when he wasn't in the game. So maybe it's something to be said about that. Well, and hell, hopefully he doesn't play.
Well, if he does play, you know what you need to do. Send out the goon. Put him right in that shoulder.
Yep. Sweet. Pull. Sweet. Let's see if he can do it. Matter of fact, whoever lined up in front of him, don't even block him. Let the fat boys come around.
Not the fat boys.
Trey, your Rams didn't get it done, but the thoughts we see you. And how you feeling about this weekend? Chiefs win. Talked about the Ravens, Commanders. You want to talk about them? And your Rams fall short against the Eagles. Had a chance though.
No, I mean, you know what? Honestly speaking, they were right there. For a second, it looked like the game was getting away from them. Then the Rams come back, but two people specifically closed the game out on offense and defense. Saquon on offense for the Eagles. Jalen Carter. That was the player. That was the player of the game to me because he made the crucial sack on third down, and that kind of really sealed it. And then before that, he punched the ball out as well.
He forced the fumble. Yep, he sure did.
So I think that him and Saquon to me are the two stars of that football game. The Rams were right there in the snow. It looked like the Rams were about to win it. I mean, they were close, but they had closers, and that's the thing. That's the thing. When you have playoff football, you need
Byron.
You need closers, and they have closers. So I think that's what I think that's what helped them in that football game. And I know earlier you talked about Washington. We did a whole post game on them, but my heavens, that's a cold brother right there, man. I gotta give y'all in Washington. I think Washington really has a chance against this Eagles team. We've seen them late, and he's been able to close the deal. So you can beat this team in the closing moments. They have closers, but you can also beat them in closing moments as well. They are kind of a vulnerable team. It'll be hard, but this is a division rival, and we always know how division rivalries can go. They can go either way. I'm looking really forward to this matchup to see the young boy versus the team that everybody thinks is supposed to be there, but question about whether or not the coach is right and this team is imploding or not. We don't know. We'll have a lot of questions answered.
It's the weirdest thing.
We'll have a lot of questions answered.
Trey, you want to go ahead and lead off with your game ball, not so game ball for the weekend?
Oh yeah, well I'll start off with my game ball. Like I said, Carter from the Eagles to be able to make those two crucial plays to close out the game, a game in which the Rams seemed like they were coming right back. I got to give it to them. I got to give it to the Philadelphia Eagles, Saquon Barkley and Jalen Carter for what they were able to do on offense and defense. They both get tied for my game ball. And then my not so game ball. I gotta give it to the refs, man, because the refs have just made some egregious calls. Like I said earlier in the Baltimore game with the defensive non-pass interference. That should have been offensive pass interference, and they called defensive pass interference. So I want to give it to the refs for that game, and then also the Texans game. I mean, my gosh. I mean, you can't sneeze, pass gas or nothing on Patrick Mahomes? Like the two defenders hit each other and they have a flag. I was like,
too close. Too close, guys.
Everybody was like, "What in the world?" Didn't even touch him, touch each other, but it's a flag. That they really got to do something, because I mean, it's one thing when you have the refs on your side, but at least make it somewhat, hiding. They didn't. I haven't seen calls that bad since the Lakers and Trailblazers when in Game 7, when they were just trying to make sure that the Lakers had it. I mean, my gosh, it's one thing you want the team to win, but don't make it obvious, baby. Don't let me say the fix is in.
Go ahead, Raj.
My game ball goes to
Yuck.
I want to pick your boy, but I ain't gonna. Oh my! We
Please.
get that off the goddamn screen, man. Trump is in office. We ain't doing that no more. All right. Anyway.
Wow.
Anyway, like I said, I want to give it to your boy Cavante, but I know you can pick him, so I'm gonna leave him out. So I'm gonna go with my game ball goes to Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley had a phenomenal game against the Rams. When he needed to, get them huge runs for touchdowns, he got them. Best running back in football. Should have got the 2. Should have broke the damn record if he had a chance to, but they sat him down, so they didn't do it. But he was phenomenal in that Rams game, and he gets my game ball for being great and sending them to the next round. But my not so game ball goes to the entire Baltimore Ravens team. It don't go to one player. It goes to the entire team. It goes from the head coach to the quarterback to the defense. Everybody gets this L because, again, you were the best football team, best constructed football team. Everything you needed, Eric DeCosta gave you, and you just shit the bed yet again for another entire season. So you get my not so game ball, Baltimore Ravens organization, not just Lamar, not just Mark Andrews, but everyone gets this L. And it is what it is, like I said before, until they can find a way to get over themselves and stop beating themselves and stop being a losing franchise in the playoffs. You will continue to get this smoke from me. And I'm not going to give you no passes, no more passes. I'm tired of that. Enough is enough. Get the goddamn job done. You have one of the best GMs in football. Now I don't like Harbaugh that much, but he ain't do too much yesterday that really pissed me off. Besides the 2-point conversions, which was goofy. Outside of that, he didn't do too much. Y'all in the field got to get the goddamn job done. Point blank, period. So yes, you get my not so game ball. Entire Baltimore Ravens team. I'm done.
Start low and high, Cravante, baby.
My game ball and not so game ball is going to come from the same game. I was cool with either one of y'all putting Jaden Daniels there because after thinking about it, man, well, like I said, start low. So Jared Goff first. My gosh. And I was on the receiving end of, this victory because of a lot of it was because of him. Jared Goff, you can't turn the ball over. That means even at home, because at home you probably get a little leeway, but in the playoffs, you multiple throwing the ball late. He had like 3 picks. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. I'm glad I'm the recipient of this, but god damn, Jared Goff, you choose a hell of a game to have a terrible game, and it makes us put into question how much does the number 1 seed really mean. You know what I'm saying? At least in the NFC, because we know if the Chiefs got it, the Chiefs at least going to the AFC Championship, no matter what. Because Patrick Mahomes is like undefeated in the divisional games. But in the NFC, what does number 1 seed really mean? Is it too much rest? I don't know. Yeah. So shout out to Jared Goff for getting the W, for helping us get the W. But my God, that game was terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. My game ball is going to go to De'Ami Brown. because De'Ami Brown really stepped up, wide receiver for the Commanders. He really, really stepped up. They was talking trash about my man, and he went out there and showed out. And Byron, I've gotten on De'Ami Brown a lot. I've gotten on him a whole lot. Boom! Don't get out the way.
For Ford Field. For the new executive order by Trump getting the auto industry back. For BMF and Big Meech. For Jalen Rose. The Detroit Pistons. That Detroit style pizza with the sauce on top. Go ahead, Cavante.
Hey, I can tell you a spot to get the Detroit pizza, man, here in Baltimore. It's actually really good too.
Amon-Ra St. Brown and a lot of folks were talking trash. Look at Sean McVay. See, that's why. So he did amazing. He's really been stepping up since we've had, our we haven't been as healthy as we would like to be at a wide receiver, but De'Ami Brown's really stepped up, and we will need you a couple more times, man. But he stepped up in a big game where they was talking trash about him, and he showed up. He even caught a ball with no eyes. You know what I'm saying? They covered his face, and he still caught it. JD put that thing in the bucket, and De'Ami just, I'm here. So that's good. I really love to see him, and I'm loving his progression as a wide receiver and how much better he's getting.
All right, guys, let's get to the Dre. You got the picks from last week, man.
All right, so as of this past weekend, Cavante and Byron are tied at 2-2. Me and Raj went 1-3 overall. Byron, you're leading the playoffs with 9-2. Cavante 7-4. Unc, you're 6-5, and I'm 4-7.
Damn Texas, man. Damn Chargers let me down.
Starts 3 p.m. Cavante, I know will be. Go ahead, Dre. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I gotta now add +1 because everybody got the Ohio State.
Oh yeah, there you go. Appreciate it. Real quick, the Commanders are the only road team to win this postseason. 2-8. Commanders have both wins, Cavante. Add that to the notes as well. So interesting fun fact.
Crazy. Yeah, I saw that stat earlier. 2-0, and everybody else is 0-8. It's the craziest thing. But also, of all the 4 teams that's left, none of them have any. Well, all of them have 0 turnovers.
Yeah.
In the playoffs. So especially for this Commanders team, play on the road, can't give it up. You cannot give it up because everybody wants you to lose. So don't assist, don't help them. Don't get the crowd that get the crowd rejuvenated and hyped. We want them quiet. How I was looking at them Lions fans, it was quiet up in that thing. It was quiet, very quiet. So we're gonna need a similar performance in Philadelphia. But
don't worry, I'm gonna send your man's Lamar's tape. We got you. We'll send him Lamar's tape.
Oh, y'all rolling with NFC Championship game 3 p.m. on Fox, by the way.
One more time. I'm gonna roll with him again. I'm gonna roll with him again. I'm roll with him all the way, man. Whatever happens, man.
Right.
And of course the Chiefs. Of course the Chiefs too.
I'm rolling with the Commanders, man. The Commanders.
I hate to say it. Yeah, I gotta go with my second home, bro.
Fair enough.
I think it's the Eagles.
Yeah, before the season, I had a Super Bowl. What's that? 56 rematch. Was that Eagles and Chiefs? Chiefs and Eagles. Yeah. Was that 57? 57. 57. 58 was last year.
Those 2 years ago.
Yeah, because the 49ers was last year, so 57. So I'm going to 57 rematch. I said Chiefs, Eagles. So are we all going Chiefs on the AFC as well?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to deviate now.
Right.
I wasn't going to deviate if the Ravens was in there. I'm not going against them.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I went against them one time this year, and that was the Bills.
But yeah, and I'm telling you now, they ain't doing it again.
Denver as well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Patrick, like, oh, okay. He's like, we got him again.
Yeah, they
And listen, and you know, it's something about playing a team twice. Because y'all put a whooping on them Bills, man. So they owed that one, but gotta play better, man. Can't get the ball up on the road, man. Cannot do it.
Andy Reid, 300 wins as well. Cavante, you ready to get goofy? And yeah, talk about the goofiness.
Show.
It's time for Cavante's Goofies of the Week.
Gosh, something wrong here.
Well, now that's goofy. Stupid. Just stupid. Jam. Oh, jam. Welcome, good people, to Goofies of the Week, sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time to let me tell the good people what I thought was goofy this week. A lot of football. Some wild things have happened in this divisional round. Some unexpected things, some fun things. Some wild things have happened in politics. I don't know which one's worse in this case. We talk about all levels of goofiness. High, low, medium, in between, all that good stuff. And I try my best to break it down without laughing too much. I guess I'll get the not so fun stuff. Well, the politics stuff out the way. Can't believe they had Trump's inauguration on MLK Day. And I had to look it up. So the inauguration is typically on January 20th. Unless January 20th is on a Sunday, I believe. And it's just so crazy that Trump's back in office 45, 47. And his inauguration is on MLK Day. And he makes a tweet. America is back. And a bunch of other stuff. I don't think this is what Dr. King wanted, man. I don't think this is what he was shooting for. And this goddamn soldier boy, he goofy too. He's goofy too. Take your money and shut up. Like, bro, why you got to put out there that you got paid by Trump and showing everybody? Like, why? Why, bro? Why? Take your money and bounce. That's all you had to do. Folks don't really mess with you now, bro, because you're just goofy. And you with Mr. Goof Troop himself. Man. Trump's back in office, and it's going to be a very interesting administration. Very interesting for his. Oh, man, look at him tap dancing. Oh, that is a good one. That's a good one, Byron. Snoop Dogg was talking trash the first time Trump got in office, called everybody Uncle Toms and all that. If they go to his side, and then here he come, Trump's second go around. What he doing? Soldier Boy, what he doing? Nelly, what he doing? And I reference Nelly because Jaden got hurt. I think that was in Tampa Bay. I think that was the Tampa Bay game where he got a scratch. You know,
real quick, you know he got to pay for that baby, right?
What's wrong?
I said, he got that baby. He got.
He do.
And he don't got no ordinary baby. He got Ashanti's baby. So that's the one I excuse. You need that bag, baby.
Gotta get that baby right. You got.
That's all.
He's like, hey man. Let me get my man out the way real quick. Hold on. He do got Ashanti baby. Okay. But Snoop Dogg, come on, bro.
Jigaboo ass niggas.
Oh
be
no.
The first one to do it. I'm waiting. No. I'm gonna roast the fuck out one of you Uncle Tom ass niggas for doing it. Which one of you niggas gonna do it
You,
first?
you are Uncle Tom.
Osby,
You are
the
Uncle
one
Tom. And
that's
Snoop,
performing
man,
stuff.
Snoop has had an amazing year.
Go Google it.
So ain't
In
nobody
2024. And I just hate to see it, man. I hate to see it. And I'm cool. It's the fact that Soulja Boy is parading that Trump paid him is irritating. Like, bro, I'm cool. Y'all get your money how y'all get it. But talking about it as if I don't know. I don't know, and I don't get it. I don't understand. Soulja Boy, what? Why? Probably because he mad because he didn't get reached out to from the Harris administration. So which means he felt the way about it. And Snoop Dogg making comments about it in his first term and his first presidency, because technically he's a president again. There's not even a term separation. He's another president, you know. Snoop saying his comments and just having to eat those words, man, looking goofy. And Nelly, I didn't even know about the Nelly thing. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't know about the Nelly thing. I just heard about it. But that Daffy Duck one, where he chucking and jiving. Oh man,
you should play Stephen A. real quick.
So
you should play Stephen A. real quick. I saw Byron pull him up. He goes off a little bit on
the people.
Yes.
Oh
no, not on the people. On we got to play it.
On Nelly and them, Snoop Dogg and them.
What if this person voted for him because they broke and they think he's gonna put more money in their pocket? What if this person voted for him because they're in a crime-ridden neighborhood and they feel leftists aren't having the streets patrolled well enough? What if they want to call 911, but they live in an environment that people were supporting funding the police? And as a result of that, you either have a paucity of police officers or you have police officers that ain't that interested in protecting and serving because they don't want to get vilified. What if the job market mattered? There's a whole bunch of reasons why people vote the way that they vote. To sit up there and just blanketly state that you don't respect anybody that showed up to an inauguration, Soulja Boy ain't got no right to go make some money. They're different. Everybody quick to say, man, if it were me, it's a different way to make the money. You sure about that? Sure about that? I saw Soulja Boy pull out some cash. I couldn't see that well. I couldn't count. But it looked like at least 6 figures. What it took most people, or what it takes most people to make in a year, the brother made in one night. You sure?
Sheesh.
You sure about that? You sure you could have found a way to go and make the kind of cash that he making? Snoop Dogg worth over $100 million. He got a youth football league. This brother sending cats to college. He's sending cats to the NFL. We just gonna ignore that because he performed at the inauguration. Let me tell you something right now. Some of you in our community, I didn't say y'all community, I said ours. I'm a black man who's entitled to feel whatever the hell I want to feel. Some of y'all, when you turned against Ice Cube, it's unforgivable. It's unforgivable. Ice Cube, NWA, Ice Cube, Dre, Eazy-E, all of them. And then Snoop came aboard, not NWA, but Snoop came aboard. Warren G and the whole crew. They took the rap game to another level. You know how many black people made money off of hip-hop? You know how many black people have been employed because of hip-hop? It transformed this world. Is everything perfect about them? Hell no. Is the way some of them carry themselves right? No. The way some of them speak? Hell no. I get all of that. But damn, Before they came along, you had white folks in the music industry worshiping the devil and singing whatever the hell they wanted to sing. Nobody said anything. But the brothers come along, it's a problem. And now that the brothers come along and they make something of themselves and they got opportunities that they're willing to exploit and they choose to be apolitical, you want to get in their ass.
Stephen A is an interesting guy. The fact of the matter is Snoop Dogg was the one talking trash, saying he was calling everybody Uncle Tom. He was Snoop ain't say I ain't never mad at nobody getting no money because you get it how you gotta get it. The world's hard, the world's rough, man. You get it how you get it. I just think Snoop Dogg is eating his words because ain't nobody tell Snoop to go out there, but right before Trump got elected with his previous inauguration, nobody told him to say what he said. That's what I'm talking about. Stand on what you're supposed to stand on. Snoop. Now, Soulja Boy ain't really been standing on much outside of Drake. All right, so I can't even say much about Soulja Boy. I'm just saying Soulja Boy's him coming out about is unnecessary. Just basically flaunting it like that Trump paid him and Kamala Harris didn't. So what? Unnecessary. Snoop Dogg's comments about 45 at the time. Unnecessary. Or right before 45. And Nelly, I ain't even know. But again, I ain't mad at nobody getting their money. That's not the problem. The problem is these folks that's supposed to be standing on what they supposed to be standing on, toe tapping. Yeah, exactly. That's what Snoop Dogg looks like. The light-skinned one when he had the blonde hair, that's what Snoop Dogg looked like when he said all that.
I'm gonna rob something. Y'all know me. I'm dangerous.
Snoop was out here talking big trash ahead of 45 getting in office. And now 47 getting in office, what, he a different person because he a different number president? What's changed? That's my thing. Folks not standing on business. Folks not standing on what they saying. So I'm disappointed in Snoop Dogg for that. And Soulja Boy, I'm not really. So that go either way. I didn't have much. I ain't put too much into him anyway. But it is what it is. I see what he's saying. As a community, I guess. But anyway, enough political. Man. Some interesting things happen in this divisional round. The way the Ravens lost is gut-wrenching. It's a punch to the stomach, man. High hopes, same result as the previous year. That one hurts. But Mark Andrews, my heaven. Lamar Jackson had games I'm not used to seeing them play. You cannot go into any game in the postseason like that and expect to win against a quarterback that's just as talented. Y'all in the same class. Y'all are both considered elite level quarterbacks. You can't give an elite level quarterback extra possessions. That just can't happen. What's Tom Brady looking at? And oh man, it's goofy because the heights was so high. The confidence was so high. And the two most consistent people that the Ravens have on their roster did not show up how they needed to. Because Lamar got himself together in the second half, but you put your team in a hole. You stop the momentum. And Andrews, my gosh, they was on the move. Andrews fumble, trying to make a move, trying to do his best Lamar Jackson impression, and he fumbles. And we saw Derrick Henry drop a pass earlier too. Nothing but green grass ahead of him. Who was stopping him in the open field? It's just really, really. Oh, that's the Mark Andrews. Hey, I see this video every year because somebody getting fired every year. Hilarious. But disappointing way to end the season for the Ravens. Absolutely disappointing. Again, when it comes from your consistent guys who played very consistent throughout the year, and then the playoffs, it switches back. I hate to think the Ravens are pumpkins, man. I hate to think that the Ravens are pumpkins because the caliber team that they have, they should be competing for Super Bowls. And they're coming up. You go to the AFC Championship, add Derrick Henry, you're supposed to at least get back. Because that was a problem. Say he didn't run the ball enough. They was dropping back and passing too much. Derrick Henry come. All right, at the very least, the standard is now the AFC Championship. So for them not to make it back and to have the lackluster performance that they've had is very, very it sucks. It sucks. It sucks to see. Especially for this area, man, because when the Ravens don't do well, man, this crime rate is kind of crazy. Now shout out to Raj dropping that video. Now Westmore raising taxes. Good God. Good God. Now in the video, they talked a little bit more because I saw the whole video. So they talked a little bit more, but raising taxes, that's not gonna keep people in the state. You know what I'm saying? But again, not trying to get political, but I'm just saying a lot of things happen crazy around here. Ravens losing like that. Baltimore is already kind of, on the crazy side. Now here come Westmore talking about he raising taxes. It's bad timing. Bad timing for all of this. Absolutely bad timing.
Is he retiring, Raj?
Who that?
Michael Pierce? Is he too big to play?
Yes, he's retiring. This is his last year.
Oh, well, what a way to send him out.
Oh man, yeah, that sucks too. Hey, all right, but yeah, that's very, very unfortunate. And Raj, I get it, man. Same people, same result. I get it. Now I think the Doc Rivers thing's a bit much. I think Doc Rivers is a bit much, but Harden is kind of accurate. I think Joel Embiid is actually a bit much too, but Harden is accurate. Joel Embiid don't play enough for me. And Doc Rivers is a meltdown artist. Like he has leads and gives them away. But the Harden one is accurate. I'll say that. James Harden is accurate. Damn, he had about 5,000 yards, didn't he? Man, what a year, Lamar. So even more so that we hate to see him, hate to see it in this way. He had about 5,000 yards altogether. Hate to see it, man. But anyway, y'all know my line. There's a thin line between goofy and great. And these folks ended up on the wrong end of it. Gotta do better. Got to do better.
Oh, gosh, something wrong here.
Stupid. Just stupid. Well, now that's goofy. Jam. Oh, jam.
Thank you for those goofies, Cravante, Bay, Drizzy Dre. We keep moving along. Next week, episode 475, all the way live. We'll know who'll be playing in the Super Bowl. And also the Ohio State. Real quick, your thoughts on the Ohio State winning the national championship.
You on mute, big dog.
My fault. So congratulations to the Ohio State on winning. Next episode, there's a Kobe documentary coming out on CNN. It should be out, I believe, on Monday. So I would encourage everybody to check that out. Super Bowl coming up, and we got WWE, the Saturday night main event, and then followed by the Royal Rumble coming up.
Cavante, the marathon continues.
Good luck.
Doing it one more time, man, for the NFC Championship game.
Appreciate that, man. And yeah, man. Well, I guess we get up Thursday, man. Do it again, man. It feels so weird that we not doing two. Feels so weird that we not doing two, man. But we're gonna run it one more time for the Commanders. So at least we have a pregame and a postgame. Hopefully, you know, it turns out well. But regardless, like I said, man, hell of a ride, man.
Yeah, we're gonna preview that, and I may do a preview of my own of the Chiefs and Bills just to keep it consistent. Raj, a lot coming up this week. Saturday night's main event, AEW. We were live for Raw, live on SmackDown, and be live again, and all the matches and all that fun stuff. I'm sure that'll be on the channel.
Yep, we're live for a lot of things. If you want to be pissed off again, Hard Knocks' last episode on HBO for the Ravens is tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. AEW Wednesday. Commanders pre-game, probably Thursday or Friday. Friday Night SmackDown, like you said, Saturday night's main event. Post-game show for the Commanders and Eagles Sunday night. A lot going on. A lot of things to keep to continue to keep doing. Plus, great guests will be coming in throughout the month of January and February. So just stay tuned.
That man right there, the social media producer, makes the streams, press team, Big Raj. We'll still have Ravens content and more as we head towards the season. The co-founder of the Commandalorian, Cravante Bebe, captain of the Goofy Ship, Commanders content, keeping it coming your way. And as always, the OTC DRE, the co-founder as well, the executive producer and super producer. Episode 475 in the books. Hit the bell. Too much content to name, but it's here. Only place fellas give you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
Throw up your ones and acknowledge us. Head to the sports podcast table. If you haven't hit that like button, you haven't hit that bell. Sign off below. Comment on all of our Ravens content, Commanders content, wrestling content, and much, much more coming this week as the grind keeps on going. Ravens lose, Commanders advance, but the Flex Zone will be here no matter what. We're putting the kids to bed, y'all. Happy MLK Day. Happy Inauguration Day. All that good stuff. Be safe out there on the road. Stay warm. We'll see you next week, if we don't before then, as we get ready for Super Bowl 59. Have a good night, everybody.
Let us pray for our 47th president. Heavenly Father, we're so grateful that you gave our 45th and now our 47th
End the show, damn it.
A millimeter miracle. We are grateful that you are the one that that America would begin to dream again. We pray that we would fulfill the true meaning of our creed, that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. We pray that you use our presidents, that we will live in a nation. We will not be judged by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character. Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, we are so grateful today that you will use our 47th president so we would sing with new meaning, my country, 'tis of thee. Sweet land of liberty of thee I see. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride from every mountainside. Let freedom ring, and because America is called to be a great nation, we believe that you will make this come true. So let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring
from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous hilltops of California. But God, we're asking you not only that. Let freedom ring from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and every molehill in Mississippi, from every state, every city, every village, and every hamlet. And when we let freedom ring, we will be able to speed up that day for all of your children. Black men and white men, Protestant and Catholic, Jew and Gentile will be able to sing in the meaning of that old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank you, God Almighty. We are free at last. If you believe with the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Come on, put your hands together and give your great